So you and Suge have a very long, and close relationship. Like I said, like we talked about earlier, he actually adopted you at one point, became your legal guardian. There was you guys obviously were very close. How do you feel about Suge's current legal situation, with the running over of Terry and where he's at right now?
I feel sorry for his kids and his parents, his sisters. I mean, they are great people, you know, and I semi feel sorry for him just because it's just unfortunate of what happened and how that occurred. But you reap what you sow. A lot of lives was destroyed. A lot of people's careers were destroyed, and to see him go, nobody knew that Suge would end up being in jail and not able to bail himself out. I've always spoke though that I just believe that God will put me in a place that I'm still able to help him. And I didn't know that it would be by way of him being in jail and God put me in a position to just make sure that he's all right eating. I don't know what it's gonna be, but he's in a position now where he needs the help from people. And the room have to feel small when you know you've built such a great empire and you've made so many careers happen. And he have helped a lot of people. He's alongside of hurting people. That room got to feel real small, and no windows, no doors, or nothing, to know that he's going through those things and he have to experience. This is something that he have to experience. Nobody else can fix it. His mother can't experience for him. Nobody can experience for him. I just pray that his health as well. That's what I pray, man. And I know it got to be rough for him. I mean, he's in there probably hearing Dr. Dre blowing up with the beats and all of the things that he's doing, everything that he touched. Everybody that he touched is still progressing. And there got to be a small room to know that, he's kind of like going downhill by himself. But you reap what you sow, man. And the Bible says that a fool and his money shall soon part. And I think he's great evidence of that scripture.
After Dre left Death Row, did Suge talk to you about how he felt about Dre? Did he feel like he was betrayed, or was there any sort of hatred towards Dre?
No, yeah, I think it was a lot of hatred towards Dre and Suge, and I don't know if I should say hatred, but Suge is a jokester anyway. So if it was something he didn't like, I'm sure it was all kinds of jokes going around. If Suge didn't like it, he gonna joke about it and say something. He gonna say something. So it was a lot of that going around. But I don't think he even paid attention. I think he thought he came up when Dre left and left with nothing. I think he felt like he had the ball in his hand, and he did almost. He had the ball in his hand. He thought he was winning.
Why do you think Dre left a company that he built and, like all the music, all the production, the overview of all the creative side was all Dr. Dre, and he walked away and left Suge the whole company? I mean, later on, I guess he got it back, but at the time, he literally walked away from it.
I guess he seen faster what everybody else. It took everybody else a long time to see that that he's the one that had the gift. As you said, he's the one that bought these artists and did these things, and he probably felt at the time that, look, I don't need him, he need me. I can rebuild what I build. And he showed us, he showed the world that he left with nothing and made it from nothing to something. And to me, that's incredible faith to see him go out on a limb, because a lot of people talked about him when he left. Oh, he ain't got nothing. How you gonna leave your label when Suge punked you? And in the end, he won. Look at how he won. I mean, Suge kids walking around with Beat headphones on, like they Dr. Dre fans. They were probably excited to go see the NWA movie. So it's like he had an opportunity. He probably felt again what all of the other artists felt down the line, and it probably saved his life, because Dre seemed to be about music. Dre seemed to be about the arts. Who Dr. Dre is. And I think all the riff-raff stuff was something that we all probably should. I got it at a late age or a late time. Like, you know, I was there, like you said, I was on the stage and I felt a certain way because that's how Suge felt. And I was riding behind him. Now that I'm a man, it's like, man, this is about music. It's about music and doing something good with what we make out of this. Who get a chance to make that much money, man, in this lifetime? Nobody in my family ever had, you know, $50 million. Nobody probably in Suge's family ever had $100 million just to play with. So you have to be a good steward over what you get, man. And I think Dre got it, man. Somebody was in his ear. Tell him, look, don't worry about it. Let them have that over there if you're not happy. And look where he at now. He left his
Well, yeah, I mean, I heard
left his bitch and his
Jimmy
money.
Iovine came in and gave him a deal that Suge couldn't match.
Exactly. And he left his bitch and his money. She's probably the sickest right now. Look who lost out. She made the wrong. God, dog. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Did you know Terry Carter or Bone?
No, I think I met, when I seen this picture, I think I've seen him before or definitely been in the room with him, but I don't know neither one of them, no.
Okay.
I think I know Bone from the movie. I think he was in a movie or something, but that's it.
Okay. So when you saw the video, what was your initial reaction? You know, the video where Suge is running over Bone and ends up, you know, killing Terry.
When I seen it, I was like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell is he doing? This gotta be a movie. Is this, that's what I thought. This don't happen in real life. You have you lost your damn mind? Why are you, because through different things that would happen with Suge. When Suge got knocked out, I called him. Because I cared about him. It's really slight now. I don't really care. But I called him when he got knocked out. Like, man, you know, you all right? And I told him, I said, man, you know, God is with you because, you know, that was a hand. I could have been a bullet. I know, DB, I know. Because that's how I talk to him. And I think that's why he appreciated our relationship, because I've always been who I am with him. I respected him for who he was, but I got to get it to the spirit. Like, what are you doing? And on something like this, I'm like, man, can't nobody reach out to him? This is a hot one. This is pretty big. Somebody lost their life. And I just didn't understand it, nor do I still understand it.
Well, I mean, the trial hasn't happened yet, and when it comes to this type of thing, you never know. Suge could get off because there could be a reasonable doubt situation in terms of his life being at risk, and depending on the jury.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. You know, a pretty large bail, man. I remember times Suge could have did that bail with no problem. $25 million, even to $100 million there, is a lot of money. And when you burn bridges, man, that you never know if you have to cross again, nobody is rallying up doing GoFundMe to get you out.
Did you watch the Straight Outta Compton movie?
Love it. I was like, man, I thought it was going to be another opportunity again to birth my career. Like, okay, they did that. They got to do the Death Row movie next. I can't wait.
I heard that Daz is actually working on one. I don't know how far along it is, but you know, I've seen some castings and stuff like that. And they're doing the Tupac movie right now. I know that's for sure.
Yeah. I heard the producer, he's from Chicago. I spoke with him a few times about the movie, of trying to do some things with it. And they are filming. I've seen pictures and stuff as well.
Were there any discrepancies, like just clear, flat out discrepancies in Straight Outta Compton that you could remember off the top of your head?
No, man, they was like really on it. And I don't know if I was not able to really pay attention to the story, if it was any discrepancies, because it was well put together. It felt so real. It felt like LA. It felt like Compton. Like, you know, for me just being as a kid being there, man, that's what it felt like. So, no, and I came at the end of the whole NWA thing, but, you know, just the characters of people that I knew was around and some of the things that I seen in there that, you know, that I seen them say Dre did or the Suge was doing. It was a great movie. It was scripted well.
Now, what was some of your problems with the book Have Gun Will Travel by Ronin Ro?
Just him lying, saying that, you know, not knowing if me and Suge, we weren't in no relationship. And that was one of the first first people to say it. Like, everybody knew I was like a son of Suge. I thought, you know what I mean? And to write that down, and he said he was at a couple parties with us, and then he seen me with some girls. Like, make your mind up. You know what I mean? Like, and at that time, I was a kid. Like, find you some fucking business. Why are you writing about me? My life messed up enough. You just wrote in the beginning of the book how everybody's been messed over, and you know, so he knew if you researched that, you knew the situation I was in. Why put that out there when it wasn't true? When it wasn't true. Nah.
What about the rest of the book?
You know, who is Ronin Ro? How the hell do you know all this information? Where did you get this information from? I appreciate it because it birthed what I have a book called Stranded on Death Row by Danny Boy that's being edited right now. And, you know, I'm putting out what my feelings in my life and my journey through death row and before and after. You know, he birthed that because I want to set some things straight of him and some media things that I see in the media. And it's about my experience. But I don't remember a Ronin Ro ever being around us. But I was always around. So it was just a guy that I think, you know, he put together a great story and sold a lot of books.
I bought one of those books.
Yeah, he got some money off of it. No, and where is he? Who is he?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really heard anything from him since then, honestly. I think me and him exchanged maybe MySpace messages at one point. It's been a while though.
Yeah, he don't talk to me. I've sent him a couple messages as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad though, because I'll probably slap the shit out of him if I seen him. Sorry. My bad.
It is what it is.
But I will slap the shit out of Ronin Ro if I seen him.
But I wish he'd stop. I like Meek Mill, man. Like I'm not gonna.
I wish he'd stop. Listen, I liked Meek Mill, but all of this shit is making you look bad, homie.
Saying he used to want to be signed to Rockefeller, but then he turned into Jay.
Oh yeah.
I understand what he's saying, but you got to understand how that could be took.
Yeah, you're taking a shot at Jay-Z.
I mean, you could be taking a light shot at Jay.
You're taking a shot at Jay-Z.
And hip hop be like, nah, bro, you ain't Jay.
Yeah.
You're Drake, which is fine.